It's been a big day in Silicon Valley for Apple as the tech giant unveils its plans for how it'll weave artificial intelligence into its products during the annual Developers Conference. Joining me live from Apple HQ this morning is tech expert and EFTM editor Trevor Long. Trevor, good to see you. So before we get into the AI stuff, the Apple Vision Pro, the headset, we've got some news about when it's coming to Australia. What can you tell us?
That's right. Good morning, Kenny. The Apple Vision Pro was announced here at WWDC just 12 months ago, but it was only ever made available in America. It launched in February this year. So we now have an international rollout across a bunch of new countries, including Australia. Australian availability will be July the 12th. Pre-orders start June the 28th. But you need to be sitting down if you're wanting one, and I hope you started saving when it was announced last year, because it's going to be $5,999.
Wow. So because of that price point, do you think it's going to take off in Australia or no?
Look, Kenny, I'll be honest, I don't see it as being something every household's going to have in this early stage. Even though you can sit on your lounge and put a 200-inch screen in front of you to watch your favourite movies, Apple TV, sport, Netflix, whatever you want to do, you can do immersive, interactive things. But actually some of the big uses, I think, will be in corporate Australia, as they have been in corporate America. Look, this is a first-generation product that really needs the developers. All these people in the Steve Jobs Theatre there behind me, they're developers who make apps for iPhones and will do so for the Vision Pro. Their ideas are what will bring this product to life.
Okay. So coming out of this developers conference, we're not really expecting new physical products to come, but there could be some software upgrades, and in particular, how Apple is planning on using AI, because isn't Apple a little bit behind in this space?
If it was a race, the AI race, Apple were lengths behind, and Google and Microsoft were way up the front. Microsoft's an investor in OpenAI, which do ChatGPT. So to be ChatGPT leading from Google and Microsoft, with Apple lengths behind. But today, Apple caught up in a big way. They've announced what they call Apple Intelligence. So they've taken those two letters and owned it themselves. And what they've done is they've separated the concept of artificial intelligence to say, look, if there's intelligence you want from your device, Apple Intelligence can give you support and assistance on your device because it knows a lot about you and it's powerful enough to do that. If you, though, want the world's knowledge at your fingertips and you ask for it, because they've partnered with OpenAI, Siri and Apple Intelligence can ask you if you want to use ChatGPT. So it'll actually prompt you on screen to use ChatGPT, and at the click of a button, you'll be able to use ChatGPT from your iPhone or Mac device. So it's a way of separating the cloud-style AI from private, personal AI and putting privacy first, which is Apple's biggest mantra.
Right. So is it going to change Siri at all, or is Siri just going to direct you to OpenAI and ChatGPT? It's
fascinating, Kenny. Siri is getting better, and Siri will know more about you and do better for you on the device. But I don't think it's as good as we might have hoped, because they've put this barrier in place, which is a respectful thing to do for our privacy. But you can use Siri to initiate that conversation with OpenAI. Siri gets a bit smarter in simple things like if you ask for the weather in Melbourne and then ask again to set a reminder to travel there, it'll know that you're talking about Melbourne. So it's going to be a bit better in a contextual sense. Siri's better, but it's still not as great or knowledgeable as we might hope.
Trevor, one last one. Do you think that these upgrades, particularly in AI, are going to convince Samsung users to jump on over?
No, I don't think this is about switching, Kenny. I think Samsung have already had a lot of these AI features like rewriting emails, rewriting text messages, all these things you'd be able to do on an iPhone. Yep. Samsung will be laughing because they've been doing that now for 6 months, a year. So I don't think this helps either party in the battle against one another.
Okay, Trevor Long joining us from Apple HQ in California. Thanks so much.